Welcome back, ladies and gents. On today's show, Nissan reveals the Z Proto, Aston enters the simulator business, and an icon gets the carbon fiber treatment. Plus, what's happening in the Z car collector market. I'm Tiffany Stone, and this is Hagerty's Daily Driver. Let's buckle up. For a while now, the Nissan 370Z was that guest at your barbecue who should have left hours ago, but just won't leave. 12 years after it landed at dealerships, Nissan has finally shown off a concept of its replacement, the Nissan Z Proto. The design is a clear evolution of the Z car. The long hood and straight sloping back acknowledges the past without returning to it. I'm looking at you, Chevy SSR. The flat rear bumper and long taillights have a bit of the 300ZX in them, and the interior gets a much-needed update. The analog gauges have been replaced with a digital screen, and thankfully, you can get it with a manual transmission. This will be the 7th generation of the Z car. The first Z went on sale in 1969, and each iteration has been a favorite of enthusiasts and racers alike. The cars were cheaper to own than something from Europe, fairly reliable, and successfully raced on the track or dirt. We've always loved driving the Zs, but it was time for a new one. While this is technically a concept, it's obviously almost production ready and should come to market in the next couple of years as the Nissan 400Z. What do you think about the new Z? Let us know in the comments below. Do you want to drive an Aston Martin but hate going outside? Then this simulator is for you. It's the AMR C01, which kind of sounds like a dishwasher part number or something like that. It's built by Curve Racing Simulators, which is led by Darren Turner. Darren is an Aston Martin Works driver, development driver, and 3-time class winner at Le Mans. If anyone knows how important the feel and feedback of a car is, it's him. The simulator base is made out of carbon fiber, and the screen is wider than Texas. A built-in gaming PC means that you can get your butt whooped by a 12-year-old in Assetto Corsa, iRacing, or whatever you choose. Like any special Aston product, sales will be limited. Only 150 will be made. Sure, they're $75,000 now, but the running costs are quite a bit lower than that used Vantage you've been eyeballing. Have you always loved the 1968 Mustang GT500, but thought that the 2,800-pound curb weight was too heavy? Allow Classic Recreations to help. This is the GT500 CR. Classic shape, modern materials, yes please. The carbon fiber body is built by SpeedKore, who used an original Mustang body to make carbon molds. The conversion shaves 600 pounds off the car's curb weight. With such a light car, you could power this thing with a pencil sharpener and still run a fast quarter mile. Instead of that, they gave the 500CR a 5-liter V8, making 810 horsepower. That means this ruthless retro weighs as much as a Miata, but has more power than a Hellcat. Yeah, I'm definitely in, and I love everything about this. Classic Recreations is only making 25 of these, each costing about $300,000. Coming up, we look at what many generations of Z cars are worth today. But first,
just as they're about to catch me, the twin turbos kick in.
Whenever a new generation of a beloved car comes out, the comparisons to previous models begin. People scrutinize and ask questions like, is the new one better looking than the old one? Have airbags made it less exciting to drive? While depending on how the new model is received, prices of the old cars can go up or down. The unveiling of the Z Proto means a new one is coming, so Hagerty made a list of average values for the last 6 generations. Up first, Gen 1, the 1970 to 78, 240, 260, and 280Z. Journalists praised their performance and the public loved the looks. This car helped shape Japan's image in America, proving they could build more than cheap econo boxes. Prices are going up quickly. Since 2017, the value of a 240Z in excellent condition is up 41% to just under 50 grand. The 260Z and the 280Z are a bit cheaper, costing between 15 and 30K. Next, we move to the 90s and the 300ZX. Sold from 1990 to 1996, the turbocharged models would make a Corvette owner very nervous. The base engine was a 3-liter V6 that made 222 horsepower, but the twin-turbo model made 300. Values of a non-turbo 300ZX have stayed around $7,200 for a few years, but people are starting to pay attention to the turbos. 3 years ago, a good one cost $17K, but now they're almost 30 grand. Be sure to have your mechanic friend check the engine as the turbo motor is quite fragile. If that's too rich for your blood, a 350Z might be what you seek. Released in 2002, they were a performance bargain from the get-go. They came with 282 horsepower, 22 more than a Mustang GT of the time. In excellent condition, these sell for $10,000 to $12,000. But they're popular with the drift crowd, making it hard to find one in good condition. Prices might start to creep up as drifters keep crashing them. But to read more on the rest of the generations, click the link in the description or head to Hagerty.com. That's all for today, but I'll be back tomorrow with more car news. Until then, keep driving.